Ahoy there, me hearties. I have returned. I'm sorry for not making a video on Monday, because I was bedridden and wildly hungover. You think I was hungover in my last video? This was like 20 times worse. It was a black metal gig that I did the merch for that I told you about last week. And then there was a hair metal versus cock rock night at Cherry Bar, and it was bad. And I stayed out at like various bars until about 5 p.m. the next day, so mistakes were made. Thank you all so much for the suggestions in regards to which side I should get. I'm not sure why people bothered with saying septum or both sides, because that's not what I fucking asked, but thank you for the suggestions anyway. Like, I know you guys are just trying to be helpful. Thank you for the suggestions. I'm not going to do both sides because that won't help with my symmetry. Not going to get a septum because I've never really liked them, and I don't think they would suit me. Like, everyone seems to be obsessed with them, but they're kind of overdone now, even. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll get a clip-in or something. Test it out. But, you know, no. You guys should see me have the face metal in my face in maybe a week or two. Speaking of faces, try to ignore how shit I look. This is actually the makeup I slept in last night. Like, obviously I've touched it up so I don't look like absolute dog shit. But this is the makeup that I was wearing last night, and as I've like mentioned in another video, I'm really shocking with washing it off. So I kind of woke up with like half face still on, and I was like, can I be fucked washing it off and doing it back all up like from scratch? No, it can't be. So, no fucking doing it. Before we get into the actual topic of this video, there is good news, and you will know about it if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And what else would I put it on? I think mainly just Instagram and Facebook. Possibly Tumblr as well, I'm not sure. Because I kind of just sometimes share things on Tumblr. I'm not on Tumblr as much as I used to be. I can actually like talk about this now. We did actually like pretty much discuss it maybe a month back. But I can now actually say that it's confirmed, and I'm locked in to have a DJ set on Halloween. And I don't mean Halloween weekend, like 28th, 29th, I mean actually Halloween, the Monday. Which I'm really fucking looking forward to because, okay, I don't know actually how to pronounce this band. It's like Leather Strip or something. But they're an industrial EBM, dark electro kind of band from Denmark. Really big in the goth community. I'm sure most of you would know the band, but they're going to be playing a live fucking set at this event as well. And I'm going to be DJing for about an hour there as well. I think it's about an hour. I'll be spinning goth and metal mainly. I was specifically asked to do gothic metal and nu metal. I'm not too well versed in nu metal, but I'll give it a good old shot. You can't really go wrong. I mean, who didn't live through nu metal? So, but yeah, fucking Halloween DJ set. Really like my second ever DJ set is gonna be on Halloween. That's fucking awesome. It's going to be at Fang nightclub, which is another alternative nightclub in Melbourne, goth alternative nightclub in Melbourne. I've done promo for them before, but I've never actually DJ'd, obviously. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be really cool. It's like a larger venue and everything, so it's going to be like massive. But yeah, I'm really fucking looking forward to that. Link's going to be down in the description. Early bird tickets are on already. I think they're $20, so that's a fucking bargain. But I will eventually have a discount link, and I think that's when early birds are all done. But until then, I'd say just get an early bird, because this might sell out. This probably, like, the likelihood is high. Just, yeah, get on it. Yeah, Halloween weekend is going to be fucking intense, because I've got Haxon on, which is another goth alternative club. These are all goth alternative clubs that I'm going to be mentioning. I've got Haxon on the Friday, the 28th. And I've got the New Order on the Saturday, on the 29th, and then I've got, like, Sunday is a break day, which is good, because I'm going to need a break before DJ. I can't go, like, 2 nights in a row and then DJ. So I've got Sunday as a break day, and then I've got the Halloween thing is actually on Cup Eve. I don't know if that's just an Australian thing. Probably. Yeah, Melbourne Cup. Cup Eve, yeah. So that's why it's like okay to have it on a Monday night, because it's a long weekend anyway. Yeah, so head along to that if you're in the Victoria area, or even if you're not, fly down from Brisbane or Sydney or wherever the fuck you are. Probably don't go international. Like, I'd say go international, but I don't know. I can now tell you the exciting news that I've been keeping a lid on for like fucking ages, that I keep mentioning but not able to tell you because it didn't happen yet. Which is obviously, like, if you read the title, like, my first ever modelling experience. So yesterday I got to model for the very first time ever, and that's what this story time is going to be about. So, shall we get into it? A while ago, a friend of mine, Erin, who happens to be a wildly fucking talented frontwoman for local Melbourne industrial goth band, Death of Art, which is actually the shirt I'm wearing right now. She let me keep the shirt that I modelled. I was going to buy one anyway, but she just let me have it. I'm like, oh, thank you. She's a professional singing teacher. She does like professional operatic singing and everything. Not in this band. Oh, she does actually incorporate it into Death of Art quite a bit. She was actually one of my first friends in Melbourne. Like, I met her through the metal scene, and then when I started going to goth events in Melbourne, she was like one of the people who pretty much introduced me to everyone when I was shitting bricks. So she got into contact with me to model her band shirt, which I was, you know, a little apprehensive about, to be honest, because I've always had a huge aversion to modelling for multiple reasons. I've always been relatively insecure, mainly with my weight and some other things about me. Not so much anymore, obviously, because I've done modelling. And I used to like have this idea of like models as being just something really cliche that girls do. Like, yeah, of course you're a model, you know, fucking, you have a vagina, of course you're a model, or something like that. You know, I've always thought it was a bit of a cliche, so I always kind of shied away from it. And I always had like this idea of models as being idiots who, like, you know, bleach blonde dumbasses. But over time I've met quite a few models and photographers and everything like that, and they're all just like cash. But yeah, I was a bit apprehensive about it, obviously. But there are a myriad of things that kind of changed my mind about it. Having friends who are models and photographers who are just fucking lovely and like not the stuck-up wankerinos that they're kind of made out to be. I kind of am doing it in an attempt to be more comfortable with myself physically and know what I kind of look like and what I can look like in the eyes of somebody else, or in a different sort of way artistically. Because, you know, all you do is look at yourself in the mirror and you pick apart like little bits of yourself, but like when you can see yourself completely without the warpage of a mirror, by the way, because that shit does warp you, and just stuff like that. It'd be nice to see what I look like to others and through the eyes of others, because you don't get to see that. You don't really. I'm starting to definitely appreciate it as another variation of like art, as like it is a creative medium. It's not just a girl standing in front of a camera. Like, this photo shoot kind of was, because all I was doing was modelling a shirt, but there are really artistic pieces that have been done, and I think it's fucking awesome. Also, in like a business sense, there's like the fact that I've become now a promoter and DJ and YouTuber and everything like that. It'd be good to have a professional kind of image and have just that under my belt, as well as like another thing that I have done, and like rich in my experience on earth kind of thing. Just like do as much shit as I can, just do it all, be a woman of the world. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well, but deal with it. I'll likely make another video going into what made me decide to do the whole modelling thing. I'll go more in depth with the actual like story, because there is stuff before Erin where I've been asked to do photo shoots, and I've actually considered doing photo shoots and stuff like that. So, but it is kind of interlinked with a bit of touchy subjects regarding me personally. So I'm not sure how much I'll really divulge in that video. Depends how comfortable I am sharing my phone with you guys. But yeah, we'll see. Anywho, shall we begin the story? I know, like, I've been talking for fucking ages and I haven't even got to the fucking story yet. Yes, well, Erin asked me to do the job, and I was apprehensive. I'd never done it before, and honestly, I didn't know if I was right for the job, because I know that she has a lot of professional model friends that she could have asked to do this, who are, like, well beyond experience. Like, this was my first fucking time. And I know people, like, who are mutual friends of ours that are well beyond experience, could have done this gorgeously, rather than all tensed up and freaking out. But she did assure me that my general look, in contrast to the other models, was what she was looking for, to kind of cater for the variation in her audience, because a lot of different kinds of people really dig Death of Art. So she had, you know, me with my relatively intense look, though I do tend to, like, chill it out a little bit for my videos, just because, like, I don't know if you guys would, like, notice this, but I'm a lot more chill in my videos than I am in real life. Like, because I'm in the comfort of my own home, I'm not going to get myself all done up. Like, I do my face, but, like, I don't, like, put any effort into my clothing, I don't, like, do anything with my hair, I don't, like, do any special embellishments to my face or anything. I don't, like, go overboard with jewelry, but, like, when I go out, I do actually, like, tend to, like, kind of, like, intensify my look. But this is pretty much what I looked like last night, because it was the shirt that we were modelling, not me, really. So I went a bit chill with it. But yeah, she has a really wide spectrum of different kinds of people that listen to her music. So she had 3 different people with very different looks. Another thing that kind of pushed me to do it was, well, it didn't push me to do it, but he was very, very supportive, was my partner Nicholas. He was like, you should totally do it, you should totally fucking do it. Like, why would you not, why would you keep, like, turning down all these opportunities that, you know, could be really, really good fun. And he's just, like, a fucking supportive. He's, like, he's, like, my biggest supporter or something, I think. Other than maybe my mother. Yeah, my partner is definitely one of my biggest supporters. Like, fuck, he leaves the room for, like, an hour at a time so I can record videos, and, yeah, just really, really good though, and he's such a nice guy, that's why I'm with him, obviously. So after I did accept, I started wildly Googling just modelling tips. I was just like, fuck, I don't know anything about modelling, I've never done it in my life, fucking hell. So I started Googling modelling tips, photographer tips, just because that could have something to do with modelling stuff. Googled it, YouTubed it, looked for everything, but I didn't ask any of my friends. Like, I know I said that I have a lot of model friends, but the way that I do things is I can't, like, I won't ask for people's advice, not because I don't think that they could give me, like, valuable advice, valuable advice. It's just, I've always just been someone who kind of wants to do it on my own, really. Like, I look everything up on my own, I figure shit out on my own, like, I ask for advice maybe once a year or less. Again, not because I don't think that they'd have, you know, worthy advice, I just think I could figure that shit out on my own. Just gotta do all my shit on my own, that's just how I like to do it. So obviously, advice when I haven't asked for it is not taken very well. I really don't like when people offer up advice when I haven't asked for it. If I need it, I will ask for it. If I don't, like, I'm actually going to make a whole video ranting about this one day, so you wait for that, because, oh my fucking god. If I haven't asked for it, don't give it. If I haven't asked for it, probably don't need it. And it's not just an ungrateful, it's not like me just being ungrateful, being like, oh, I know better than you, because I'm not saying that. I'm saying I probably already know it if I haven't asked you for it, or I've already looked it up, or something like that. If I haven't asked you for advice, it's not your fucking place to give me advice. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be a whole different rant video trust. So I googled for days and I asked her for a bit of an extension because she said she wanted to do it on a Thursday, and I was like, fuck, it's like Monday today, but this Thursday? So I asked her for a couple of weeks, and she was happy to give it to me. The other models were happy to do it in a couple of weeks' time, which was really good because that put my anxiety levels a lot lower than what they were at. I am still kind of in the midst of a little weight loss endeavour that I've been on. Might make a whole video about my history with weight and stuff, but I'm not going to go too much into that here. But I hadn't reached my goal yet, and I was kind of freaking out. I was like, holy shit, I've got to go into overdrive now. And I did, and yes. I do generally eat really healthy. Like, I don't actually really eat junk food. I had junk food last night for the first time in over 3 months, and it made me really ill because my body's just not used to it anymore. Like, when I was a child, I only ate junk, but now I just can't fucking stomach it, and I was in pain all night. It was terrible. And I think I ate like the calorie equivalent of like 4 days in regards to my weight loss regime kind of thing, and it was, oh man, that's probably why I have so much energy today. But I did like restrict myself considerably before the photo shoot, not like really unhealthily. Yeah, so I wasn't eating like a maintenance weight thing. I was in a deficit. Don't know if any of you are very knowing of weight lossy shit, but a deficit just means I was eating less than what one would to maintain their weight. So I had a couple weeks. I planned. I said I'll get my hair re-dyed. I'll get my nails done for the first time in years. Put lotion on like every day so my arms look really good because it's obviously it's a t-shirt, so my arms are going to be showing. I'll exercise like 3 to 4 times a week. I'll buy a new skirt because all the ones I have are either like too big for me now because of the weight loss, or they're all like really tattered because I don't really own many clothes because I can't afford clothes all the time. I'll eat really, really well up until the shoot. I'll like buy more makeup so I know that I haven't run out like the day of the shoot and don't have like a makeup freak out. I'll drink lots of water so I look really good. I'll just be like ultra fucking prepared. I'll be like 100% ready for this photo shoot and there's nothing to worry about. Maybe about 3 of those things ended up being the case. Eating healthily, already done because, as I said, I already do that. Buying the skirt and dyeing my hair, I did like hours before the photo shoot. Like, I was meant to do these things like a week before or something, or at least a couple of days before. No, left it until hours before. Yep. So fast forward to the day before, planned out the entire day of the shoot. Like the shoot wasn't until 7:30 p.m, but I planned out the day from like 8 a.m. Sorry guys, I had to go get my phone because I literally had the entire day planned on my fucking phone. So 8 a.m, wake up, 8:15, wake up and coffee. 8:15, shower. 8:30, head to my mum's place, which is near the studio that we were having it. 10 a.m, go get new skirt. 11 a.m, hair and nails. 3 p.m. was, what was 3 p.m? 3 p.m. was shower, so, you know, yeah, washing my hair out. And 3:30 was coffee, and 4 p.m. was do my face until 6 p.m, which gave me about an hour to just chill out for like a second and head to the studio. None of that ended up happening, especially not on the times that I wanted it to. Pretty much, we got out of bed around, well, my partner and I got out of bed around 9 because it was cold and we wanted to stay in bed a little bit longer. Left around 10, went to an op shop and got a new skirt for about $10, I think it was. On the way to my mother's, got to hers at about 12:30. Fucked the nail stuff because I was like, don't have the money, don't have the time. Got my mum to put dye in my hair because I am 10 out of 10 professional. Mums, they dye your hair because you can't get to the back because you're just shocking in life. Wildly Googled and YouTubed a lot more modelling tips, just like crammed and crammed. Washed my hair out at about 4:30 after a coffee and a cigarette to calm my nerves, because by this time I was starting to get really irritable. Like, I was starting to get really fucking nervous. As I said, my first ever modelling experience ever, so I was more than on edge. I've recently adopted this lip twitch. It's like one little spot in my lip will like bubble and twitch whenever I'm about to go anywhere, which freaks me out because it makes me think I have like an infection, because I've had like 2 mouth infections because of my teeth being really misaligned. They scratch my mouth in certain ways that it gives me like relatively large gaping holes, and because I smoke, it's really easy for me to get a mouth infection, and like I try to keep my teeth clean, my mouth clean and stuff like that, but it's not really something that can be helped unless I get my teeth fixed, which won't happen because I don't have the money and will likely never have the money to get my teeth fixed. Unfortunate but true. But yeah, so I've got like this lip nervous twitch that freaks me the fuck out because I always think it's going to be like an infection that like blows my face up, which just adds to the stress. But yeah, so like whenever I'm about to go out, because being social brings me a lot of anxiety if I haven't had something to drink yet. So I did try to fix that with a large glass of wine. It did help a little bit. The lips stopped twitching. I started doing my makeup, and I think I finished my makeup at around like 7. Not because I was doing my makeup the entire time, but I was like looking for clothes that were like right in front of me because I was freaking out. And my partner was being really fucking helpful. He was like finding my jewelry for me and stuff like that. But yeah, I was just like livid. By the time that I actually left, I was like being really irritable, and I was being a real bitch. Like, I didn't mean to, but like now I look back at it, I was being a real bitch. My mother lives about 5 minutes away from where the studio was, so it didn't take me long to get there. My partner drove me there. I'm just flipping out at this point. I'm just like, you know, almost shaking. My heart's beating really fast. But as soon as I get to a studio and I see Erin and I see the other 2 models, it just died down. Just died the fuck down. Like, suddenly I was fine. Suddenly I wasn't worried. I wasn't nervous anymore. It was crazy. I'm not sure if it was the wine or just the fact that Erin's such a casual and like easygoing person, and the environment was really easygoing. It wasn't like this really intense, huge studio or anything. It was just like, you know, her workspace. And the other 2 models were really like easy to get along with. They were really nice. So yeah, it just made the whole experience really easy. I was doing the Girls Fit t-shirt, obviously. They had another girl, Jessie, doing the singlet, the Girls Fit singlet, or tank top, or whatever you want to call it. And then they had Jessie's partner, Jay, doing the Men's Fit t-shirt. Jay had to leave relatively early, so we got like group photo shoots done. Erin was the photographer and everything. She was just using this photo that she made herself for her birthday, I think she told me. Got the group photo shoots done, and then we did Jay's so he could head off, and then we did mine, and then we did Jessie's, and it was all done within an hour, and it was all really comfortable and casual. I didn't feel awkward around the other 2 when we were doing group photos. I was a bit tense during my photos being done, just because I didn't know what I looked like. Like, I think it would have helped if there was maybe a mirror behind Erin or something, just so I knew what I looked like, because I think that's like probably the biggest I can imagine that that's the biggest problem that a lot of models have, just the fact that if they're new and inexperienced, they're not yet 100% sure on what they look like. And I'm not really somebody who models in front of mirrors or something like that all the time. I did it a little bit because I was told it would help, and it did help a little bit, but like, just when I was in front of the camera, I forgot most of the shit that I'd wildly Googled and YouTubed and stuff like that. So I don't know. It was my first time. I'm gonna let myself off a bit. Like, I did look a bit tense in the photos, but what are you gonna do? I'm sure the more I do it, the more comfortable I'll be doing it. But yeah, it was just a really casual, fun experience. Everyone was lovely. Like, it was maybe an hour. We thought it was going to take a few hours, but it ended up all being done within an hour. I did regret wearing the skirt that I did because I was wearing two, because I tend to wear two, because I like to poof it out, but I probably should have worn one because it would have suited the shoot better. But and I did mention that at the end, and I'm like, I can change if you want, and she's like, honestly, we're probably just going to be doing shirt up. And I was like, no, that's fine then. Yeah, no, so it was really easy. It was just really easygoing environment. As I said, I've known Erin for a while now, almost 2 years, which doesn't seem like very long to most people, but as I said, I move around a lot, so knowing someone for that long is like a big deal. It's like, there are very few people that I've known for more than 2-3 years, and stayed in contact with. I mean, like Facebook makes it so you still kind of know them, but you don't know them. Yeah, so I was a bit tense in comparison to like what I looked like when I used to look at myself in the mirror and look at like what kind of poses I would do. But yeah, I didn't really move a lot. I think I should have done a few more poses, but yeah, and I wasn't uncomfortable with Erin and Jessie kind of like instructing me what to do with my body and stuff. I thought that would be really uncomfortable, and I'd feel like really shitty if like I was constantly being corrected, but I found it really helpful. Erin had like a view of what she wanted, and that like I could help her out with that, with direction that didn't bother me at all. Like I thought it was really going to bother me, but it didn't. So I'm kind of giving myself a break for not being too great my first time round. But Erin promises that she's really good at post-production, so I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully she can make me look really cool. I know that she's going to have to match the colour of my face to the colour of my arms, because as I said, I don't wear makeup on my arms, and I wear pure fucking white face makeup. So, yes. I'm sure the photos will come out lovely. Like, she wouldn't make the photos of her merchandise look like shit. If you know, like, there's no real logic to that. Links to Death of Art Facebook page and Bandcamp are going to be in the description. Anyway, afterwards, as I said, I just like binged on crap, and I hadn't eaten crap in months, but I was really fucking hungry, so I had like Tim Tams and a chicken sandwich, and I had KFC, and I think I had a few slices of toast. So like that might not seem like a lot to you guys, but that's a lot for me. And I felt like sick because I forgot that I don't eat junk food just because not eat junk food just because it's unhealthy, but it legitimately makes me feel really ill now. But what are you gonna do? I've just been like watering it up since then, just trying to like wash it out of my system, like detoxify myself. Fuck it, everyone makes mistakes though. I just needed a reminder of why I don't eat crap. But, nerves and neurotic behavior aside, really, I am really fucking glad that I had the experience. It was really cool to be able to do something like that, because I, like, as my partner pointed out last night, like, maybe 6 to 8 months ago, this is something that I would never have fucking done in my life. Like, I had a huge aversion to it. I was like, I don't just mean like, no, it's not for me. I mean like, I would never fucking be a model in my fucking life. But here I am, having been a model last night. Whilst I was doing my makeup, I was like listening to Death of Art the entire time. I think that's like a good thing to do. I kind of wish that there was music playing at the photo shoot, because I know some photographers do that, because it might have made it a bit easier, but it was a really like casual environment anyway. There wasn't really any need for it. Maybe photo shoots in the future that aren't going to be as casual, because I know I'm going to deal with photographers that I don't know as well as I know Erin. I'll probably have to have some music just to loosen me up a little bit. I've actually got a few shoots planned for late October with multiple different people. But October's going to be fucking awesome. Like, it's already awesome, like, you guys know. But, like, October for me is going to be really fucking awesome, because we've got my DJing on Halloween, We've got lots of stuff I'm promoing for in October. We've got Melbourne Gothic Victorian Picnic on October 8th. We've got Halloween. We've got, you know, spooks. We got, like, photo shoot. We got awesome weather. Like, it's just gonna be insane. October is gonna be fucking-insane. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's like, what, about a month and a half away? 2 months away? Something like that. But yeah, October's gonna be fucking great. I can feel it in my waters. Now, I'm sure I've left something out, because I always do, because I'm terrible at planning things. But yeah, there's a little story time. Somebody, well, a couple of people said they were kind of interested in me doing a story time. And I was going to talk about my modeling experience anyway, and it was actually just today I realized that, like, me telling the story of my modeling experience is a story time, so I might as well refer to it as such. Anyway, all of Death of Art's links are going to be in the description. All of the Halloween event things that I have to do with are going to be in the description, because there are multiple events that I have to do with. The one I'll be DJing at, I'll put the event page and my specific, like, DJ Varunia at Fang thing. Everything, all links, as always, will be in the description. All links to my social media will be in the description. By the way, thank you to that person who told me that my links weren't working. I figured out why they weren't working. It was because I had all my, like, the old URLs for everything in the description, and I had to go through every single video and change every single one, because yeah, I was using all my old URLs. So, because I'm a fucking idiot. Because I was like, so, like, why the fuck would they not work? Like, why? There's no reason for them not to work. And then I tested them out, and I had a good look at them, and I'm like, I fucking wonder. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Like if you dig me doing the story time thing. I had some interest, so here you fucking go. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will try to make a video next. I'll try to have one up next Tuesday. Considering certain life changes at the moment, that it will start becoming a lot easier for me to focus on YouTube and be able to get 2 videos out per week for you guys. So any suggestions you have for videos, leave them in the description. Until next time, have a fucking good time, mate. I never know how to end these. I never know how to end videos. Goodbye, like, have a good time. I'll see you next video, friends.